Hi, okay, so this is my first time doing this, so I'm not sure how good this is gonna be. Usually when I do a speed draw, I just play music over it and just let the thing, play. And I feel like that's kind of satisfying to watch and stuff. I enjoy watching just people drawing things. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. But anyway, today I decided, because this is such a long video, that I thought maybe it would be a bit more entertaining if I spoke over it, explained a bit of my process and stuff like that. Excuse me. So I'll tell you what I'm doing right now. I am making a piece of fan art for, A Crown of Candy, which is a sort of D&D show by College Humor. It's a really good show. It's very intense. Right now I'm drawing the Rocks family, and slight spoilers, all of the Rock sisters die. We do find that out in like the first episode though, so not like major spoilers. But I'm drawing King Amathar as a little kid with all of his sisters surrounding him, playing with him, I thought that would be really sweet. One little detail I'd like to mention is on the little bricks, like little building blocks, I did put a picture of the bulb for there's A has like an apple on it, and B usually has like a bus or a bee, something to do with B, but I put actually a picture of the bulb because I thought that would be, I don't know, cool attention to detail, I guess. So I thought that would be fun. Oh, this is me drawing a hand. I'm very bad at that. I somehow, every time I draw a hand, I put the thumb the wrong way, and I don't know how that's possible, but every time I do it, I put the thumb the wrong way. Uh, so, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Right now I'm drawing, oh shoot, what's her name? Princess Sapphire, something like that. She's like a spy person. Yeah. And then I'm drawing the Saint Katrina right now. So I was trying to stay somewhat true to what they look like in their like official photos. I changed some of their hairs around because I'm not the best at drawing textured hair. So I think I only mainly did that for what's her name? I'm gonna call her Sapphire. Like has like kind of like braids in, and I changed her hair just to be like majorly curly, and like out and stuff. So, but for the most part, I kept to the, what they look like in their photos. Oh, this is me just struggling with her eyes, as you always do. I'm trying to make her look like a teenager, but she honestly looks like 18. Um, she's supposed to be like 12 in this photos, Katrina, but she does not look 12. That's fine. It's up to the imagination. Just pretend like she looks 12. Oh, and now I am moving on to Lazuli, the lovely gay queen. um, so I kind of wanted her off to the side, like reading a book, because I feel like that's more of her style, I guess. I also wanted to try and be more, like, quite dynamic with the poses, because usually, I don't know, usually when I draw, I just, draw, one person, so I was drawing, 5 people. Oh my gosh, my voice today. I was drawing 5 people, which is sort of crazy to me. So I wanted to try and not just have them all look the same. So I had her off to the side. Originally she was supposed to be leaning against the wall, though later I sort of changed that. Yeah, and I don't know, you're gonna see, at first she wasn't like paying attention to the others, she was just like concentrating, but then I thought that, I don't know, it made her look a bit miserable, I guess, which you can see right now, like she's not paying attention to the others, she's just looking angrily down at her book. Well, she's not supposed to be angry, she's supposed to be like concentrating, but she did kind of look pissed off. There we go, now I made her smile. Wonderful, look at that, what a change. So I tried to make her hair like that in the photo, kind of, I don't know what hairstyle this is, like braided and put in a bun, I guess. I kind of like it because it sort of looks like she has grapes in her hair, which I feel like, okay, even though that's more of a fructarian thing, I feel like it does sort of fit the theme of candy people. So I thought that was cool. Let's see. Well, now I'm just messing with her feet. Feet are so hard to draw. Like, everyone talks about hands, but also, like, feet are disgusting. Who came up with that? Okay, and now I'm moving on to General Rococo. So my original idea for her was to have her, like, squatting, like, as if she, you know, she'd just come back from, like, practice, and she was just, like, being like, hey, what's going on over here? Oh yeah, and I made Sapphire's body smaller and her face bigger, because I thought that would maybe make her look younger. Excuse me. And I also made his body smaller because he's supposed to be like, see, he kind of looks like he's about like 6, which is what I was originally going for Amathar, but then I realized that he should only probably be about like 3 or 4 max if he's playing with the blocks. And I didn't want to change it from being blocks because I liked my bulb thing. And I also like didn't want to draw out toys because I was being lazy, so I just like made his body smaller, and I was just like, yeah, he's a toddler. Like, so yeah, that was my original idea for Rococo, but it did change eventually because my brother said it looked weird, so I was just like, okay, well, whatever. But you get to see the process. Oh, there we go. I'm drawing the thumb the wrong way again. Look at that. Shocking. And then I realized, and I was just like, again, seriously? I did that with Lazuli as well. I wonder if anyone caught that. Is the thumb the wrong way again? I think it is. Yeah, look at that. It's the wrong way again. Shocking. Nobody expected that. I feel like I'm getting minimally better at drawing hands. At least I don't just draw like shapes anymore. So that's pretty good. I was pretty happy with Rococo's hands, and then I had to change them because I changed her whole pose and she looked weird. So that was, you know, very depressing. Oh, here I'm trying to figure out how her pose should look. Yeah, I'm giving her a neck. You know, everyone needs a neck, really. It's a major part of life. Then, oh yeah, I was really happy that I was able to give her, like, lips. That's another thing I've struggled with, like, in the past, is, not making lips look weird, so I was really happy that I could give, like, Lazuli and Rococo lips and it didn't, like, look super weird. So, yay! Progress. Oh, this is hard. I don't know what to say anymore. I moved down her hairline because it was, like, way too receded. And now I'm just putting it on her face. On the one hand, I do kind of like her pose, but on the other hand, it does look a little weird. Oh yeah, I made her a sword that was, like, sword-sized, and then I realized that I made it way too big if I want her to realistically, like, be resting on it, so I just made it tiny. That's just a little baby sword. I gave her eyes because everyone needs eyes, you know. They're an important part of life. Yeah, and then I added her into the photo. Did some fun times. Whenever... Oh, and now I'm making him smaller because I thought it was weird that he was, like, hovering. Yeah, whenever... I always put the opacity down when I'm changing, like, their positions and stuff, because I find it, you know, it's a lot easier. Instead of it's just being, like, black outline and black outline, it's black outline and gray outline, so... Quick tips for how to make things easier. Just put down opacities when you're trying to do what I'm doing. I don't know what to call it, but, you know. Now she has an arm. Excuse me. So yeah, originally she was like looking kind of like bemused, but then I thought that didn't really fit very well. So, you know. Oh gosh, this is when I tried to do her hand. I spent so long on her hand. You have no idea. Look. That doesn't look too bad, I guess, but then I tried to put, like, fingers on it, and then it just looked really weird, and then I was just like, nah, bro, nah. Let's just put it to the side. I debated with giving people fingernails for a second, and then I decided wholeheartedly against it. They're candy people. They don't need fingernails. Who needs fingernails? Not candy people. Their skin is already weird enough. I don't know if they actually, in their official photos, have fingernails. I'll have to check. Oh yeah, and then I gave her more of a nose. And more of an eye. And another eye. I don't know what to say at this point. Hi. My guinea pig is very cute right now. He is very adorable. If I remember, I might put photos of him at the end. Oh, yeah, sorry, we just skipped loads. Because I cut out the part when I was just outlining them because it wasn't very exciting. So now we are drawing their clothes. I was a little bit lazy with their clothes. I'm not gonna lie. So... they're all wearing pretty basic things because I'd spent so much effort, like, drawing, like, their bodies and stuff that if I was just gonna give them, like, really flowy, extravagant clothes, then, like, all my work would have gone to waste. Which, I guess is, like, at some point I am gonna have to do that, but I'm not talented or patient enough to do that right now, so... For now, they're just wearing, like, leggings. But I tried to, like, mix it up, you know. I gave them, like, shirts. I gave, Amethyst and Sapphire, like, poofy sleeves and, like, all that stuff. I mean, I noticed that Jet and Ruby were wearing, like, kind of leggings and stuff, so it wasn't completely out of, like, the realm of possibility, I guess. So... even though their clothes are simple, I didn't, like, just, like, give up on them. I did try and make them, you know, look appropriate to what they should look like. So, yeah. I'm just working on the sleeve. That took me a really long time for some reason. At some point around here, I'm gonna change... have I already changed her pose? I changed her cook. Oh, I have already changed her pose. I don't know when I did that. Oh, I did it during outlining. That's when I did it. So now she's kind of basically in the same pose, except instead of squatting, she's just sort of sitting with her knees up. So yeah. It wasn't that big of a change. Oop, now I'm gonna do coloring. So what I do for coloring is I basically just, I put all their outlines together, and then I duplicate it, and then put it on another, layer, and then I just sort of fill it out with, the, what's it called? You know, the tool that gives things color. Oh, shoot. like, you know, the paint bucket thing. Because I noticed that if you just do the paint bucket on the original layer, like the outlining goes weird, but if you duplicate the outlining and put it on a lower layer, then, you know, you can keep those solid lines while still easily putting in the color. So that's a little bit of a hack for Sketchbook, I guess, which is the program that I'm doing this on. So yeah, I don't know. Here I'm doing these blocks. I made, for the blocks, I made their colors sort of try to match up with the letters on them. So the B has blue, but then C and A don't really have colors. So for C, I made it cotton candy, because I thought that was kind of appropriate. And then for A, I googled colors starting with A, and the one that seemed most appropriate to me was apricot, so I tried to make it apricot colored. I'm not entirely sure if it worked, but there was an attempt. Oh, now I'm doing some shading. So how I do shading is I go on another layer, above the colored layer, but below the outlining layer, and I basically just like put black on it, and then I lower it to 25% opacity usually, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending, but usually about 25%. And then yeah, I just shade where I think shading should go, I guess. I mean, I'm still not super good at shading, and I need to get better at it, and also I need to get better at like highlighting, because, you know, highlights are a thing as well as shading, but I don't really use them as much. So I sometimes do them on like noses and things, but I don't do that much with highlighting, so I need to learn to get better at that. I tried putting curls in Sapphire's hair here. Her name isn't going to be Sapphire now that I've said it the whole video. I just know this. It's not going to be. But yeah, but it didn't look good, so I erased it. There you go. Here you can see me trying to highlight things. It didn't look good on Lazuli's face, but it did look good on Sapphire's, so I kept it on hers. I also put shadows below them, like on the stuff like outlining the floor, because I feel like that would make sense, right? Like if something's like next to the floor, it's gonna have like a bit of a shadow on it, I think. I hope. It looked good, so you know. So now I'm doing her hair. I love that her hair is white. I think that's so cool, because she's, you know, she's meant to be like hot chocolate, so the fact that her hair is white like marshmallows, I just love that detail. I think it's so cool. So shout out to the artist. I did know his name at some point, but I've forgotten it. I follow him on Twitter. Yeah. Oh, when I was shading her nose, it was so annoying because I wanted to go like under. There you go. You can kind of see it for like 2 seconds when the camera goes over it. I wanted to shade under her nose, but it ended up looking weird because I didn't actually have a proper line there, so eventually I erased that, which is annoying because, like, that's not realistic, you know, her nose just doesn't suddenly cut off like how I drew it, but whatever, it looked the best, so, you know, I tried. Yeah, now I'm shading the blocks, I guess. I don't know what else to say. Look, it's a hand. It's an arm. It's a leg. Wow. Shocking. I tried putting, little, like, things on his legs, on his knees, which you're probably gonna see in, like, a second, because I felt like his pants needed some more detail, so I was just like, that's some weird shading. And, yeah, it looked okay. So, you know. Oh, I guess they didn't do that as quickly as I thought it did, so you'll see that at some point. It's gonna appear. Oh, there we go. There it is. Look at that. Now I'm trying to shade her hair. At this point, I am watching another D20. For most of it, this took me so long. This took me like 6 hours. Not 6 hours. It took me like all day. I mean, on and off, obviously, because, you know, it was a whole day, so I like had things to do, like homework, and I had to do a guitar lesson, and then my brother made me do a programming lesson. I'm learning how to program, which is fun. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting off track. What was I talking about? This drawing, I guess. Right now, I am doing the flooring. So originally, for the wall, I got really lazy, and I didn't want to draw a wall, so I just got pink bricks off of Google. But then, I didn't change it for a while, but I did eventually change it because I realized it didn't look quite right. So I also got, a picture of bricks off of Google, and then I sort of, just dropped some bricks colors onto the brick things that I made. Woo. Shocking. This is me like just trying to edit the wall so it looks normal. And then I added some windows, or originally just one window. We're talking about spider queens at this point. In Leviathan. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I started watching Pirates of Leviathan, which is another D20 show. It was okay. It was interesting. It has Matt Mercer in it, and I don't actually watch Critical Role. I probably should. Oh, also, I'm adding lyrics here because this is actually for an animatic I'm making, a little song animatic. So I had to, pamper to that. So I dreamed a dream that we had it all. Sorry, I'm not warmed up. I probably sound gross. Oh, we have gotten to the end. Okay, well, I will show you what it looks like at the end. Woo!